What if a family feud didn't just tear apart two brothers, but reshaped an entire industry? What if those brothers were tied to the Nazi regime, and their bitter rivalry gave birth to two of the biggest brands on the planet, Adidas and Puma? This is the story of Adolf and Rudolf Dassler, the Nazi brothers whose betrayal and ambition split a town, a family, and the world of sportswear forever. Buckle up, because this tale of shoes, scandals, and sibling hate is wilder than you think. Let's rewind to 1924, a small town in Bavaria called Herzogenaurach, Germany. Population, barely 3,500. It's a textile hub, and two brothers, Adolf, nicknamed Adi, and Rudolf Dassler, are about to change the game. Adi's the quiet genius, tinkering with shoe designs in his mom's laundry room, using scraps like army helmets and parachutes after World War I. Rudolf, the older, charismatic salesman, knows how to move product. Together, they launched the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, crafting some of the first spiked running shoes. Their big break? The 1936 Berlin Olympics, where Jesse Owens wears their shoes, wins 4 gold medals, and humiliates Hitler's Aryan supremacy narrative right in front of him. The Dasslers become global stars overnight, but there's a dark side. As Hitler rises in 1933, both brothers join the Nazi Party. Rudolf's the more zealous believer, but Adi's no saint. They both sign letters with Heil Hitler and ride the Nazi sports craze to boost sales. By the mid-1930s, their shoes are on German athletes and their factories humming. The Nazis love sports as propaganda, and the Dasslers cash in. During World War II, their factory switches from shoes to weapons, cranking out the Panzerschreck, an anti-tank rocket launcher. At least 9 forced laborers work there, and the brothers' Nazi ties deepen. This isn't just a shoe story, it's a saga tangled in one of history's darkest chapters. Now, the cracks start showing. Adi and Rudolf aren't just brothers, they're opposites. Adi's obsessive, crafting lighter shoes with innovative screw-in spikes. Rudolf's brash, always chasing control. They live together with their wives, Adi's teenage bride Katha, and Rudolf's Friedel, in one house. Tensions simmer. Then, in 1943, a bomb shelter incident lights the fuse. During an Allied air raid, Adi and Katha climb into a shelter where Rudolf and his family are hiding. Adi mutters, "The dirty bastards are back again." Likely about the planes. Rudolf thinks it's about him. Misunderstanding or not, the rift grows. Rudolf's convinced Adi's scheming to steal the business. The war makes it worse. Rudolf's drafted in 1943, sent to a Jewish ghetto in Poland, and he's furious, believing Adi pulled strings to get him out of the factory. He writes to Adi, threatening to shut the factory down. Later, Rudolf goes AWOL, desperate to reclaim control. When the Allies liberate Herzogenaurach in 1945, Rudolf's arrested by American troops, suspected of SS ties, rumors he thinks Adi fed to save himself. Rudolf spends a year in a POW camp, while Adi's wife Katha convinces US soldiers to spare the factory, claiming it's just for sports shoes. The GIs, fans of Jesse Owens' shoes, buy it and start snapping up Dassler gear, giving the brothers a post-war boost. By 1948, the brothers are done. No one knows the exact spark, jealousy, political differences, or years of grudges, but they split the Dassler brothers' shoe factory. Adi takes the manufacturing side and founds Adidas, a nod to his nickname and surname. Rudolf, with the sales team, crosses the Aurach River and starts Ruda, soon renamed Puma, after the sleek, powerful cougar. The split isn't just business, it's personal. Their mother sides with Rudolf, their sister Marie backs Adi. The family villa stays with Adi, and the brothers never speak again. They're buried at opposite ends of the town cemetery, their hatred outliving them. The feud infects Herzogenaurach. The town splits along the river, Adidas north, Puma south. It's dubbed the town of bent necks because locals check your shoes before talking to you. Adidas workers stick to Adidas bars, bakeries, and shops. Puma folks do the same. Marrying across brands? Unthinkable. Nearly every family has someone working for one company, and loyalty's fierce. It's like the Hatfields and McCoys, but with sneakers. Even kids pick sides on the playground. This isn't just a sibling spat, it's a civil war in shoemaking. The rivalry fuels innovation. Adi's a design wizard. In 1954, his Adidas football boots, half the weight of competitors, with swappable spikes, help West Germany win the World Cup, shocking Hungary in a televised upset. Adidas becomes a household name. Rudolf's Puma fights back, signing stars like Pelé, who wears Puma Kings. In 1960, German sprinter Armin Harry wins Olympic gold in Pumas, but swaps to Adidas on the podium, infuriating both brothers. The competition's cutthroat. Adidas and Puma poach athletes, sabotage deals, and push boundaries. By the 1970s, Adidas is the world's top sportswear brand, but Puma's no slouch, carving out a stylish, rebellious niche. The brothers' sons, Horst Adidas and Armin Puma, keep the feud alive, undercutting each other to sign athletes. But while they're battling, they miss a bigger threat: Nike. Rudolf even scoffs when his son pushes to tackle the US market, letting Nike sneak in with cheap, high-quality Japanese shoes. By the 1980s, Nike overtakes both, becoming the global king. In 2020, Adidas pulls 20 billion euros in revenue, Puma 5 billion euros, but Nike's $37 billion dwarfs them. The brothers' obsession with each other left the door open for an American giant. The feud's legacy endures. Herzogenaurach stays divided for decades, with separate sports clubs and social circles. In 2009, Adidas and Puma employees play a friendly soccer match to bury the hatchet, but locals say the rivalry's ghost lingers. Frank Dassler, Rudolf's grandson, shocks the family by working for both brands, a rare bridge. Today, Adidas is the world's second largest sportswear brand, Puma third, both still headquartered in Herzogenaurach. Their innovations, spiked shoes, lightweight boots, shaped modern athletics, but their Nazi past and bitter split cast a long shadow. So, what's the takeaway? The Dassler brothers' story is a masterclass in ambition and betrayal. Their Nazi ties show how far people bend for power and profit, even in dark times. Their feud proves competition can drive progress. Adidas and Puma revolutionized sportswear, but it can also blind you to bigger threats, like Nike. For creators, it's a lesson. Focus on your craft, but don't let personal grudges derail the mission. Want to build your own empire? Learn from the Dasslers. Innovate relentlessly, but keep your allies close and your ego in check. The Dassler brothers turned shoes into a battlefield, and their war still echoes in every Adidas stripe and Puma logo. What do you think? Did their rivalry make them stronger, or was it their downfall? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you're Team Adidas or Puma. Subscribe for more epic business sagas, and hit the bell to never miss a story. Let's keep digging into the wild world of empires and rivalries. See you in the next one.